Hello lovers of Ubukizi fashion, welcome to another episode of Everything Hair. So guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to install your hair with nothing but ebony spray. So first you want to get rid of all those dead cells makeup using your alcohol and your cotton ball. Then you're going to slick back that baby hair, like take it all the way back. So you could use gel, any strong gel you have, but I prefer to use the spray because I feel like it really helps to hold my spray or my glue longer compared to gel. So I'm going to slick that down, and you could use a dryer on cold setting when doing this so that you can speed up this process. So after that, this is the secret guys, your hair protector. Then you're going to use your cotton ball to clean any droppings that might come down to your face, and you're going to evenly spread it with your hot comb. Then we are going to go in with our first layer of ebony after your hair protector is dry, obviously. So you're going to apply this to your hairline, the area where you want your hair to sit, your frontal, your closure. You're going to apply this on it. Then you're going to use your latte comb to distribute it evenly to your hairline. Then you're going to get rid of any excess that you find, if you find any. Then we're going to let this dry and become tacky, not dry. Then we're going to go in with our second layer guys. So you're just basically repeating the same process, using the end of your latte comb to distribute the glue, the spray, to each section of your hair so that you prevent some places from lifting. Then while we're waiting for that to get dry, we're going to slick this hair back so we can minimize the number of flyaway hairs that are going to stick to our spray. So this is just to help us, give us a smooth install. So when you're done slicking your hair back, I believe your glue would have been dry by now. So just make sure you get everything back. So after that, we are going to go in with our third layer of our ebony spray, and you're just basically going to repeat the same process all over again. So you can go with 3 or 4 or 5 layers depending on how long you want your install to last. Use our tape comb to distribute it to our hairline, and we're going to do the other side as well. So when you're done with that and it's tacky, not dry, you can see what it should look like. You're going to want to shift your wig to the area where you put your glue. So guys, I always recommend not to move your wig a lot like me. Like, just make sure the timing is perfect so that when you place your wig on your glue, you don't move it a lot, because constant moving can make the glue to become less sticky or tacky, and this is going to affect your install. So try to minimize the movement of your wig after placing it on your glue. So be very precise when placing your wig on your glue, and don't be like me. We learn every day, right? So I'm just trying to get rid of all these flyaway hairs so that we can minimize the number of these flyaway hairs that stick on our glue, because we know it just has a way to mess up our install and have it looking not that classy and all of that. So yeah, so I'm just going to use the end of my latte comb to kind of press down my wig to the glue carefully guys. You want to be careful with this. So just going to place down my wig on my glue and just make it to stick down. So just make sure you do exactly what I'm doing, and if you have any questions, make sure you let me know in the comment section. So I usually use the tip of my latte comb, but you could just use the back of your comb instead. I believe that's more easier, but I don't know what works for me, so I just feel like I just stick with the end of my latte comb. But to have a more easier job, use the end of your comb, like the back of your comb, not this tail part, the back of your comb. So just press it down, press it down, press it down, press it down, so that it can be well laid and it can stick to your hair glue or your spray. And I just want to let you know that no matter what you're using, be it your spray or your glue, you could follow this same process and you still have the same results. Like, whether you're using your glue or your spray, you can follow the same process. And I'm trying to get rid of those flyaway hairs. Like, you see how stubborn it is. Like, reinstall is actually more difficult, personally for me, yeah, it's actually more difficult because it just, if you're not very careful, the flyaway hairs is just going to mess up your install. So you have to get rid of it and try as much as possible to minimize them before you tie your band down, because when you tie your band down, now it's stuck on the glue and you will need to go in again to get rid of it. But don't bother yourself, guys. Things like that will always happen. There's literally no way. So that's what I was saying about the comb. This is easier. So back to what I was saying, there's literally no way you're going to install your hair and you're not going to get maybe 1 or 2 flyaway hairs that are going to stick down to your glue or to your spray. So I got you covered. I'm going to show you what to do. So when I'm done with that, I'm going to take my rubbing alcohol and I'm going to put on my cotton, but I'm just going to make sure it's not soaking wet so that I can clean that excess glue to minimize white residue after tying my band down. So this is just to help minimize the white residue before I tie my band down. So yeah, so please be very careful with this. You know that this is alcohol and it's going to make your glue to lift if you're not very careful and cautious about what you're doing. So make sure your cotton is not soaking wet and you avoid your wig. Just make sure you're cleaning your hair and not your wig where you think that there might be glue that can stick to your melting band. So please be very careful with this. As you can see, you could place your finger on your wig, then you clean the front of your wig. So I use hair mousse to slick down my hair. This is to give it a slick look, and also those flyaway hairs, we're trying to take them all the way back so it won't ruin our install. So that's what I'm doing. And also I believe hair mousse is a great alternative for wax, guys, for your wax stick. Maybe you should try it out sometimes. Use your hair mousse before using your hot comb and you're just going to have more slick results. That's a tip. You're welcome. So I'm just going to get rid of all the flyaway hairs right to the corner of my ear, and I'm going to do the other side as well. Just make sure everything is nice and laid behind. All this preparing to tie down my band. And guys, always make sure you tie down your band after your glue must have dried or become tacky. Don't tie it when it's still so wet. So I'm going to tie down my band. It has to be in such a way that you can't breathe. If not, you're not doing the right job. I decided to go with a second layer just because why not? And here's the first braid. Let's sing. So guys, now let's go back to slicking our hair back. So I'm going to use my hot comb to kind of lay everything back, slick that hair back. So while we're doing this, we're waiting for our glue to dry or our spray to dry, and you could also use your blow dryer or cold setting to speed up the process. Just put it over your band so that it can speed up the process and help your glue to get dry a little bit faster. So those are some tips that help speed up your process. But since I wasn't in a haste, I just let it get dry on its own. And once it's done, I'm going to take out the first band and the second band. Please pay attention to how I'm taking it out. Don't just rip it or yank it up. It might cause your wig to lift, so you try to slick it down. And this white residue, don't bother, we're going to take care of it. And those stubborn flyaway hairs, just use your tweezers to pluck them out of the way and get rid of them. So guys, so here's what I was telling you could always do when you have flyaway stuck on your glue or on your spray when doing your install. You can use your tweezers to get them out. And guys, we're done. And before I get it, you guys, look at my ear, guys. Damn, like so painful. This fashion is not for the weak. So I'm just going to take my baby hairs out because I love me some baby hairs and spray it. Oh my god, I've been dying to try this melting spray. So I'm going to give a review after this. So guys, so you're going to use your melting spray and you're going to dab on your hairline. I don't like to spray directly to it because I have trust issues. And a second break. Cry. So now we're going to tie down our band. So you're going to want to fold your band into two to tie it down so that it can really melt the lace. So here's the melting part. So I'm going to section my hair. I was going to do a half up, half down kind of ponytail like look, and then I'm going to curl it down. And here's what we have. So guys, I 100% recommend that melting spray. Bye.